Black Box Thinking by Matthew Syed, because he loves a sciencey self-help kind of book.
I would recommend any novel by Rose Tremaine for my father because she's one of my favourite authors and I don't think he reads enough women writers.
With my father it's very, very easy. Any compendium of true life crime would work, with the additional bonus that I could then borrow it afterwards and read it myself.
My dad is really into self-help and sort of self-betterment, but books with like actionable things, I think. So I would probably recommend The Things You Can Only See When You Slow Down by Heyman Sunim.
The book I would recommend for my dad is Basketball and Other Things by Shah Sharano. It's a series, I think that's how it's pronounced, I've only read his name. It's a series of unusual questions about the NBA.
My dad's not a huge reader of fiction. He enjoys a good, pacey, non-fiction book. But I think one I'd actually recommend to him, which is a slightly slower pace and a bit more thoughtful, is called Do No Harm by Henry Marsh, which is memoirs of being a brain surgeon.
For my dad, I would probably recommend a week of contemplation instead of reading. He's such a big reader, and some time away just with his own thoughts might be even more powerful.
I think being given a book on Father's Day, or giving a book, is the most wonderful thing. A lot of fathers tend to get given non-fiction, peculiarly, I think, on Father's Day, and that's absolutely fine. So I've worked my way through quite a lot of Trump books recently. I'm about to start reading the Michelle Obama book my wife was actually given on Mother's Day, and I'm right now reading the Bill Bryson book, One Summer in 1927. I love Bill Bryson, so I always pick up a Bill Bryson.
I would be very nervous about receiving a book for Father's Day because I have one daughter with a sort of rather wicked sense of humour, and she would probably give me a book titled something like Why You Were a Rotten Dad.
Read Lee Child because he loves him.
My father and I actually took a trip to New Zealand together for one of the speaking tours that I did down there, and we had an absolutely phenomenal time.
I am a bad child, and I can't think of anything especially nice, so I'm going to flip it and say the nicest thing my dad has ever done for me, and that is probably supporting me to come just move away from the town I grew up in at the age of 18 and moved to London, which was my dream at the time and is sort of being fulfilled now, and none of that would have happened if he hadn't said yes.
I'm not sure if it's the nicest thing I've done for my dad, but one Christmas I mentioned that there is an equation for working out the roots of a cubic, which doesn't sound like a nice thing to do for my dad. My dad's an accountant and enjoys working on maths problems for fun. And people wonder where I got that from. So he spent Christmas trying to work out how to find the roots of a cubic.
My dad is a big fan of eating out, having nice food and nice wine. So I think this year I'm going to take him to the River Cafe in West London.
Oh, nice thing. You know what, Father's Day, I think the nicest thing is just us all being together, going out for a little bit of dinner and making time. If you don't have a day with my dad on Father's Day, he gets a bit gutted. And last year I wasn't there. Father's Day I was in Love Island, so yeah, I'm definitely going to make more of an effort for him this year.
The nicest thing I've ever done for my father, I would say, is dedicating a novel to him.